Hi guys, today we're going to do a quick walkthrough of how to set some defaults in Microsoft Word. Regardless of what kind of paper you're writing or who you're writing for, most instructors are probably going to ask you to format your papers using Times New Roman 12-point font, and they're going to have some particular spacing considerations that they want you to pay attention to. They probably want you to use 1-inch margins, and so today we're just going to look at how to make those things really easy for you going forward. So the first thing that we're going to do is check on your margins. Nowadays, Microsoft Word usually defaults to 1-inch margins all the way around, but you want to go ahead and check that, especially if you are using APA style or MLA style. You have to have those 1-inch margins. So we're going to go up here to the Layout tab. Most versions of Word should look like this. Older versions, say 2007, might have a slightly different appearance for the user interface, but you should still have all the same tabs and options. So I'm going to go to the Layout tab right here, and we're going to go over here to the margins button. Just click on it. The one that's highlighted in blue should be normal margins, 1 inch all the way around. If you see anything else in here highlighted, make sure that you choose the normal margins. The next thing that we're going to look at is your font. Most instructors will ask you to use something like Times New Roman 12-point font, and Microsoft Word automatically defaults to Calibri 11-point. And even if you change it to Times New Roman 12-point font, as soon as you get into the header, it goes back to Calibri 11-point, which is really bothersome. So instead of using this font drop down right here, we're actually going to go to the font group, is what this is called. We're going to click on this button, and we want to make sure, usually this says Calibri 11-point, but we want to make sure that we get Times New Roman. So if you type in TI, Times New Roman will pop right up to the top. Choose regular, you're going to click on 12-point, and we're going to say set as default instead of OK. When we click on set as default, we're going to get this box that says, do you want to do it for just this document or for every document? We're going to say, please do this for all documents based on the normal template, and say OK. And we're actually going to see Times New Roman up here. And if we go into the header, we're going to see Times New Roman up here, which is great. The next thing that we want to do is check on our spacing. I'm going to click on the Layout tab here, and you'll see that in these boxes, we have before spacing is at 0, but there's something in this after spacing box. You may have noticed that when you're composing papers, every time you press the Enter key, there's extra space between your paragraphs. And for some of you, it's probably really annoying. So we're going to get rid of that. You can either go from here, or we can go from the Home tab. Go to the paragraph group and choose the same funky looking box that we clicked on for font. This is going to give you the paragraph dialog box, and you can see here our spacing. We have line spacing in here, we have before and after spacing in here, and if you look at the sample text, you can see this gap between paragraphs, and that's what we want to get rid of. If you either type or use the arrow right here to place a 0 in this box, you can actually see that space close up. Be careful to place your after spacing to 0. Don't put it on auto, because if you place it on auto, you're going to see that gap come back. So make sure that before spacing is 0, after spacing is 0. And if you want to, you're probably going to have to use double spacing for every assignment that you write. So let's go ahead and set our double spacing as a default also. Once we have those set, again, instead of going to OK, we're going to click on set as default. We're going to say all documents based on the normal template, and we're going to say OK. Once we've done that, even if we create a new document, we're going to see that those defaults are already set, so we can just start typing our paper. I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions, please come by the Writing Lab or come and see your instructor or another writing instructor, and we should be able to help you out.